Okay, normally I would give you this whole thing about come in, leave your shoes on, take your medicine, get some keep other people alive juice and all that, but I am super late. I woke up late. I am still really tired. So, we're just going to get through this. So, yesterday we left off. David tried to talk Nathan into talking God into letting David build him a house. And then God's like, I don't want house. I build David's house. I do good job. Right? And then David was like, right? So that's where we left off and where we are picking up. Um, so come on in. I am Nikki K the Great, and this is the Party Pen. Yeah. So welcome. Leave your shoes on, take your medicine, stop and get you some keep other people alive juice. I got protein powder and a blender, so feel free. That's the wrong song. That's the wrong song. See how fucked up I am today. Oh my god. I am all over the fucking place with the shit. It's such a bad day. It's such a bad day. I can't. I can't. Man, I need to go back to bed. I'll be right back.
Lady, go!
All right. So, we're on chapter 18. Okay. Now we're on chapter 18. Now, after this, when Nathan, or God tells Nathan, David is not doing a fucking thing. I do it. I do it. I do it. David is my foundation. Right? So, after that, David smote the Philistines and subdued them and took Gath and her towns out of the hands of the Philistines. And he smote Moab and the Moabites because, hold on, he smote Moab and the Moabites became David's servants and brought gifts. Just real quick, Moab is Israel's cousin. Because the Moabites come from Lot. And also the Ammonites come from Lot. Those are Lot's children through his daughters. Like literal children. Like he had babies with his daughters. And it wasn't even his fault. He didn't even know until it was too late. But anyways, the Moabites and the Ammonites come from Lot. And David smote Hadadnezzar, the king of Zobah, to Hamath as he went to establish his dominion by the river Euphrates. Okay. So Hadadnezzar thought he was gonna be king of kings. And David was like, it's my territory, bitch. And David took from him 1,000 chariots, 7,000 horsemen, 20,000 foot soldiers. And David also hoed all the chariot horses, but reserved of them 100 chariots. See, these are killing horses for no reason. This is bad. Why? Why do you gotta kill the horses? Why do you kill the horses? You gotta reuse them. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Why? Why didn't you reduce, reuse, recycle those horses? Because I'm pretty sure at this time, it's not like you could have turned them into glue or jello or anything like that. So why kill the horses? I will never understand why they killed the horses. Like, never. But okay. And when the Syrians of Damascus came to help Hadadezer, David slew 22,000 Syrians. David put garrisons in Syria, Damascus, and the Syrians became David's servants and brought gifts. Thus, the Lord preserved David everywhere he went. And David took the shields of gold that were on the servants of Hadadezer and brought them to Jerusalem. Likewise, from Tibet, Chon, the cities of Hadadezer, they brought David so much brass, the same brass that Solomon made the seas and the pillars and everything in the church of brass. But we don't know that, but for some reason it's letting us know the future. Now, when Tou, king of Hamath, heard how David had smitten all of Hadadezer's army, he sent Hadoram, his son, to inquire of his welfare and to congratulate him because he took care of Hadadezer. He's like, thanks for handling the light work. So he sent his son and brought to David all manners of vessel, gold, silver, brass. Also, King David dedicated to the Lord all of that, and the silver and the gold he brought from all the nations: Edom, Moab, the children of Ammon, the Philistines, and from Amalek. Okay. Moreover, Abishai slew of the Edomites in the valley of Salt 18,000. So Abishai is a bad motherfucker. Okay. And he put garrisons in Edom, and all the Edomites became David's servants. Thus, the Lord preserved David everywhere he went. God is David's number one hype man. He does good job, right? God's like, David's my dude. David's my dude. Yeah, David's my guy, right? God is number one hype man. So David reigned over all of Israel and executed judgment and justice among his people. And Joab was over the host, and Jehoshaphat was the recorder, and Zadok, the son of Ahitub, and Abimelech, they were priests, and Shavsha was scribe. Okay, so real quick, what's the difference between a scribe and a recorder? Hold on. A recorder writes down everything that happens, and a scribe, he writes letters for you, right? Something like that, I think. Put in the comments if you know the actual difference. I think one is writing history and the other is just writing letters. I don't know for sure. So if you know, please put in the comments what it is. And Benaniah, he was over the Kiriathites and the Pelethites. The sons of David were chief about the king. So they was all around him. I don't know. But we are going to pause right here. I'm going to go see if I can find a tube to roll a cigarette because I'm fucking dying here. And I'm going to repack the bowl, grab a refill, check on all my cats, then get a refill and go pee. And I will be. Well, you can go too. You probably need a cigarette, huh? Okay, well, come on with me. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back.
Lady, go!
All right, so we are on chapter 19. Let's see where this one goes. Now, it came to pass after this that Nahash, the Ammon's king, died, and his son became king in his stead. And then David was like, I'm going to be a nice guy. His dad is a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. We have good time. Everybody is good. Right? Right. I'm a nice guy. So, David sent messengers to comfort him. And as the servants of David came into the land of Ammon, to Hanun to comfort him. So David sent people to give him a hug. Like, free hugs for the sad people. Right? Blue. She just needs to be on camera. So, he sent people to give the king a hug. But the princes of Ammon said, when has this guy ever been a nice guy? This is not the nice guy. I mean, they knew David wasn't a nice guy. They're like, yeah, he's coming to spy. He's going to take all your stuff. He's give you a hug. David, don't give people hugs. This is bad. This is bad. So, they took David's servants and they shaved half of their faces and then cut their clothes in half while they were on them. So David's servants' man meat is everywhere, like falling out of his trousers type shit, right? And they are totally embarrassed. And these motherfuckers Instagrammed it like, King D, fuck you. Right? And then King D was scrolling through his Instagram and he sees this shit and he about has a heart attack. He's like, all right, roll out. We're about to roll up. So David goes personally and picks these two dudes up. And he's like, I am so sorry. So listen, don't quit. Don't sue me. Don't quit. Take some time off, paid leave. Get your shit straight. And then come back and see me. I have more work for you. Don't worry. But go fix up. Right? I'll drop you off at home on the way to my house. So he takes him and drops him off and then goes back home. And they like the children of Ammon see this and they're like, he actually did roll up. He was being a nice guy. Oh, you motherfuckers. So they go and hire another army. And David's like, man, these people. I try to be a nice guy and then these people. I want to be a nice guy. I was being a nice guy. Fuck these guys. So David grabs his mighty men of valor and goes and wrecks all these people. And the one army sees it and they like run off and they are never going to help these guys again. They're like, you didn't tell us what you did. You did this. Man, we're not helping you. So they don't go and help anymore. And okay, yeah, it was the Syrians were the ones that fled because they called. Hold on. Because they called and yeah, okay. They hired David. Okay. They hired chariots and horsemen from Mesopotamia, Samacha, and Zobah. They hired 32,000 chariots. And the king of Macha and his people who came pitched before Meba. And the children of Ammon gathered together from their cities and came to battle. Yeah, and then that's when David's like, these motherfuckers. This is no good. These guys. These guys, I can't take it. These guys. So, when David heard of it, he sent Joab and all the mighty men to fight these mofos. Okay? And they were in battle array at the gate of the city. And the kings that come were by themselves in the field. Oh, yeah, okay. So they had their army inside the city ready for battle, but the kings were off over here just watching. Like, let's see, there is 4 of us and 1 of him. We have good. We do good. We're going to do it. So, When Joab saw that the battle was set against him on all around, he chose out of all the choice of Israel and put them in array against Assyria. And the rest of the people he delivered to Abishai. And they set themselves against Ammon. And he said, if these guys are too strong for me, you want to come and help? And I'll help you if they're too strong for you, but I mean, we should have a plan just in case, right? All right, deal. So they're going to help each other if it becomes too much. So Joab and the people that were with him drew nigh before the Syrians to battle, and they fled. That's right. The Syrians fled, and then Ammon was like, oh man, well, we're leaving too. We're going. We're going. And then when the Syrians saw that they were put to the worst before Israel, they sent messengers and drew forth the Syrians that were beyond the river at Shilpah. And the captain of the host of Hadadezer went before them. And somebody told David, and so he gathered everyone else together and came up from behind. David's like, these motherfuckers. I'm going to kill all of you. This is, you could have saved yourself. Why do you fuck with me? So, and David put the battle in array against the Syrians, and they fought. But the Syrians fled before Israel, and David slew 7,000 Syrians, which fought in chariots, 40,000 footmen, and killed Shobach, the captain of the army. And when the servants of Hadadezer saw that they were about to get it, they made peace with David and became his servants. And the Syrians weren't going to help Ammon anymore. They're like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Yeah, no. That's what's happened. Okay. All right, we'll do this last one. It's chapter 20. And it came to pass that time after the year was expired, at the times kings go to battle, Joab led forth the power of the army and wasted the country of the children of Ammon and besieged Rabbah. But David tarried at Jerusalem, and Joab smote Rabbah and destroyed it. Okay. And David took the crown. David took the crown of the king from off his head and found it to weigh a talent of gold. There was precious stones in it, and it was set upon David's head. And he brought exceeding much spoil out of the city. Okay, so this crown was big, thick, and gaudy. Like the gaudiest fucking crown. This is extra. Extra. And he brought out the people. I'm so glad I'm reading this now and not tomorrow morning. Okay. And he brought out the people that were in it and cut them with saws, harrows of iron, axes. Even so, David dealt with all the cities of the children of Ammon, and David and all the people returned to Jerusalem. So, did David kill them or just maim them? It doesn't say, it just says he hurt them with instruments like a sickety 666 psychopath. Jew. And this isn't the most fucked up thing that David does, by the way. But it's pretty close to the most fucked up thing that David has done. Okay. And it came to pass after this, there arose war with Gettr, at Gettr with the Philistines, at which time Sibbechai the Hushite slew Sippai, that was of the children of the giant, and they were subdued. Which at which time? Okay, so a Hushite slew a giant. And there was war again with the Philistines. And Elhanan, the son of Gettr, slew Lamni, the brother of Goliath the Gittite, whose spear was like a weaver's beam. So, yeah, but how long after David slew Goliath is this? This has to be years. So how old is this guy? Okay. And yet again, there was war at Gath, where there was a man of great stature. Okay. Okay. So there was this giant who had 6 fingers, well, 12 fingers and 12 toes, right? And he was like an angry dude, like, brrr, right? And he was like talking mad shit. Like mad shit. So, David's nephew, Jonathan, slew him. And I guess that is the last giant to be slew. Okay, so all the giants were killed by David's people. And that's where we're leaving off. I'm so glad that I got that out of the way with now. Because I would have hated to have to read that in the morning. But I'm sure there's another. There's more fucked up shit. And hopefully, well, at some point I'm going to have to read some fucked up shit in the morning again. I think this is why I started reading the Bible at nighttime. So I didn't have to wake up to whatever the fuck that was. Anyway, Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Don't forget, keep your head down, your nose clean, your shoes tied. Duh. Learn word magic. It is important. Don't get ready. Stay ready. Love you. Bye.